tell you what, I'm feeling fantastic. Not really. But right now, I'm feeling like as though somebody is keeping something from me. I don't know why, but it's like whenever I wake up or whenever I'm about to go to sleep, I feel like somebody is hiding something from me. I feel like somebody who is a watchman on the wall is hiding something from me. But you know what? I can't fully put my finger on it, but I feel like it's got something to do with that business trip. It's something to do with that business trip. And it keeps on circling in my mind. And I'm thinking to myself, what the hell is it about that business trip that is making me feel so off balance? So, for those of you who ain't aware, there was a convention going on July 12th to July 15th or 14th, one of those. And Mr. Thomas was part of it. Woo! That's got to be awesome, talking about business stuff. Talking about how you could shape people's futures. How you could just you know, wear a hat backwards and just chill in a whatever uh whatever a person wears, a blue shirt or whatever. So I want to tell you something about um, relationships, y'all. We got to talk about that. We got to talk about relationships because relationships are what forms uh, bonding. It's what it's the reason why the body of Christ is so together. You know what I mean? Oh man, but I'm gonna tell you this. Throughout the whole week, and it seemed like it was July 12th that it started. July 12th was when all those doubts started. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. All started. I I I, I was starving myself. It's like I couldn't eat much because I had this date, this business trip so stuck on my mind. And I was thinking to myself, huh, I wonder if this business trip is with another person. So I'm like, you know, I'm going to examine into this. I'm going to examine into this because generation ain't telling me nothing. Watchman on the wall obviously ain't going to say nothing. So I look into this. I look into this stuff, right? And that's how Blitzkrieg was formed. So I looked into it, and boom, I found out all that stuff. It's crazy what you'll find over the internet, I'll tell you. But no, no, no. It's deeper than that. It's deeper than Blitzkrieg. It's deeper than that. I can't grasp it. Like no, it wasn't Amanda. It wasn't Tyler. It was somebody else that I can't help but feel he was with. Like, you know that feeling when you're like certain of something, but at the same time you're doubting it? That's what I was feeling. So, back to relationships. Relationships are beautiful. Man and wife, wife and man. It's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing. Man or woman, whoever's watching this, it's a beautiful thing. But did you know that what makes a marriage survive is not so much you being faithful, but it's how much you can forgive? Did you know that? It's how much you can forgive. Yeah, somehow people are getting this idea that um, marriage revolves around just being faithful and that kind of stuff. Oh no, brothers and sisters, no. I'm going to tell you this right now. Forgiveness plays a factor. Now, say a guy has a relationship with a woman at first, but he leaves her out of jealousy for almost 2 years. 2 years. And within that span of 2 years, he goes through hell. I mean, he goes through the most broken times he ever has possibly had. Uh, Basically, he was going through his own forms of kind of like hell on earth. But say that man comes back to the woman and also finds her in a broken state of mind. Broken to the point where she's getting drunk, hanging out with people, and is also a mess herself. So the man says, I'm going to stick closer to you this time because he's now back together with her. But all of a sudden, somebody who won't say it, but deep down likes to provoke this man and get him jealous, uh, subtly but slowly follows her on, let's just say, Twitter. And knowing that this man threatens, knowing that this man gets provoked, he doesn't care. He just does it anyway. He stays with the woman. The only thing that's happening, though, is they're talking in private while the other man is pretty much forced to harbor in the emotions, forced to suck it up and, not think the worst, even though the chances of that are slim. But say that this woman is doing this because of what the man did to her. All right. Now, when the man came back, he came back at a point of state where he committed adultery and told the woman that. The woman deleted his comments, but it affected her. And she didn't even have to say a word to him. All she had to do was post Instagram stories and show him indirectly. Now, now it's my turn to say what's actually going on there. So, I want you to know that I like that. When a woman does that, bro, do you know what that means? Bro, hold up. Think about what that means. Do you know what that means? It means that there's power behind that woman. It means that she's aware of what the other man is feeling. She's aware of what the man is feeling. But this is something that she won't say. That deep down, there's a part in her that feels the same way too. Now, I'm sure many people have had past relationships that haven't worked out. They haven't been the best. And I'm aware of that. I'm aware of how that is. But right now, I'm coming from a place of brokenness. Because this story is really used to reflect me. I did screwed up things in my past. I have committed adultery. And I have hurt the woman that I love. And I will admit that. I've done that. I've done quite a bit of things in my past that are wrong. Things that I realize I never should have done. But I did anyway out of ignorance. But I want to tell you something that I'm still skeptical about. And I'm still skeptical about the intentions of lots of watchmen on YouTube. But mostly one. One whom the woman made a video about, completely actually, made a video about during the time that the man was back in her life. I screwed up. All right? I screwed up. I made a mistake. Even to this day, I still regret it deep down. But what I like about what she does is she reminds me of it through hurting me. She reminds me of what I did. I still battle through flesh. I still battle through lust. But I'm going to tell you right now, I messed up. And if I could take back what I did, I would do it instantly. But I can't erase the past, Chell. I can't do it. I'm aware that you're doing stuff to provoke me, all right? I'm aware of that. But I want you to know that no matter what you do against me, I'm still going to love you. Now, till the day I die and beyond. You mean everything to me. Everything. I don't care what other people think about it. I don't care if they see me as some psychopath, because at the end of the day, they're not changing anything. But Chelsea, I want you to know this. You are never going to find what I'm feeling in anybody else. And I'm not trying to say that to self-exalt myself. I'm just saying, if you only knew what I feel for you, if you only knew the days, the nights that I've sacrificed for you, that I've sacrificed sleep, that I've sacrificed food, that I've sacrificed drinks, that days where I practically almost fainted out of worry. All of it is because I love you. It's because I love you. And deep down, I do believe that there's a part in you that corresponds that. And you know what I'm talking about. You're giving me the signs. You're giving me the indirect showings. So I respond. So I want you to know that the reason why I'm still alive is because of you. There were times where I wanted to kill myself when I was going through the times without you. There were times where I wanted to hang myself because I was going through nothing but pain through paganism and occultism. I'm shit without you. I'm nothing. And you know, right now I'm aware that Chad wants me to do something out of the ordinary, but you know what? At the end of the day, it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter what he wants me to do. I'm not even gonna give the motherfucker a time of day. I'm not gonna give that cunt a time of day. Because you know what? What he's feeling is never gonna be what I'm feeling. See, people like him will never tell you about their feelings because they're so used to internet life. They're so used to only talking behind a screen, behind a virtual keyboard. But deep down, Chow, you know exactly why I made the videos that I have toward him. You know why I've exposed him the way that I have. And Chelsea, let me tell you something. If you are trying to prove a point to me, or if you are trying to make me learn a lesson, I've been learning it. The moment you hearted his comments, I learned it. But right now, Chelsea, me and him are always going to be enemies. There's no longer a point to prove. There's no longer an objective here by you even following the dude. It's no longer there, Chell, because we're always going to be enemies. That's not going to change. But I want you to know, yeah, sorry it's getting dark, but I want you to know, Chelsea, I still love you. Always going to love you. Even if it was you on that trip to the conference. I mean, I can't say that it was. Could just be speculation, but based off of the stuff that I've been seeing recently, I want you to know that I still love you anyway. I love you. And I'll say it no matter how many times I have to. I can't pretend that I hate you because I don't. I love you. And if I had to say it on top of a music stage, I would say it. If I had to say it in front of billions of people, I would say it. Whatever it takes just for you to understand the length that this goes. You're the best thing that has ever happened to me. You flipped me around. You got me out of sin. Even to this day, you got me out of pornography. Nobody else. We are together, not physically yet, but we are together spiritually. I feel what you do. I feel the emotions that you do. I feel the doubts that you do. So even when you're unfaithful to me, I will be faithful to you. I will forgive you because I'm nothing without you. You are my missing piece. You are the missing puzzle that I've been looking for all my life. I love you, y'all. Thank you for everything. And I'm going to stay with you. I don't fucking care about our mistakes. I don't fucking care. To hell with our mistakes. Let's just keep going right now. Let's keep going. You and me. Let's keep going. I love you.